You came in too wide in that corner.
Hi, give me a break. It's my first with this.
You're on the steering.
Shut up! You made this FT2 grippy. I can't even break the back off.
It's a time attack car. What were you expecting? A D1 machine?
Sure, he's aiming to keep the speeds up and lessening the tire fade. But FDs are better off letting their back end loose at the beginning of the corner to maintain their pace.
You're losing control.
Shut up, golden boy! I have to make a run on the highway and block him.
He's gonna block me, isn't he? My speed's too slow. I can break through.
What are you doing? Idiot! You're too slow! Veer off! Veer off!
Oh, where are we?
How do we end up here?
How the f did we get here? So, what's the commotion about?
They're hosting a tournament in memory of the lives lost and survived of the recent storm.
Typhoon Heian, right?
It's a four-way race, but it's a paired battle.
Paired battle? As in, 2 versus 2?
So yung rules natin dito is halos pareho lang sa mga competition na nasalihan nyo. Point system tayo, since standard tayo, so ang point system natin is based sa rank na in every game. Yung point system natin is yung first place 14 points, second place 10 points, third place 6 points, then fourth place is 3 points. So, 3 rounds yan.
Tapos yung mapa, random select na lang doon sa machine.
Oh, like random select. Random select. After 3 rounds, ito total namin yung lahat ng points ng sa inyong dalawa. So, in every round, itotal namin yung points nyo. So, kumbaga, pagdating na dito sa third round, saka namin itotal yung lahat ng scores nyo, saka kami mag-declare kung sino yung panalo. So, single elimination to ha.
Isang laro lang yan, so mabilis lang yan.
Hindi naman, 3 rounds to. Pero pag na-eliminate kayo,
Single elimination to.
so ano kayo, guaranteed kayo, 3 games, at least 3 games.
Points eh. Sino yung lamang na points, yung mag-a-advance.
Magkano yung mapapanalunan sa first place, second place, and third place?
Gano'n?
Magkano mapapanalunan ng first, second, third?
Sa first prize, 3,000 pesos. Cash yun ah. Sa second, 2,000. Sa third, 1,500.
Okay?
So, cash lang lahat talaga, wala
Cash
trophy.
May trophy yun, may trophy yun. Tapos may special award tayo, 3. Kung sino yung champion, best tag team, may isang trophy yun. Bato yung trophy yun sa team nyo. Tapos, yung isa, yung body's burn, meron din. Trophy rin yun. Tapos,
Kung sino yung pinakamalupit
malupit
mag-burn.
mag-burn. Kung baka ipaparking mo na yung kalaban mo.
Kahit talo ka nun, kahit talo ka.
Oo, basta alam yung basta
Sa whole burn na yan, kahit natalo ka eh.
Sino ang bigyan ko ng mga tao na martial, kung sino yung mga
Bali kayo magdidikta nun.
Kami.
Okay.
Sabihin mo na may MVP sa
Tapos,
bawat
may isa
category.
pa. Importante sa lahat, MVP. Meron ako. Bakal MVP.
Alright, so ngayon naman,
Trophy.
since first time namin mag-host ng ganito, kailangan namin ng tulong nyo. Okay? Kasi pag naging successful tong tournament na to, gagawin namin to every month. Okay?
Hindi
Every month?
Every 3 months, I'm sorry.
Every quarter! Every quarter.
Every month, every quarter.
Or at least once a year. At least once a year.
Alright? Sige, sana tayo lahat mag-enjoy nito. Again, mag-umpisa tayo, 1 p.m. sharp. Okay?
Seems well structured enough. Also, I met with a guy from YouTube who aliased himself as Myogi and helped him interview a couple of the players and the organizers.
Alright, so now I'm here with Carlo Abellana Jr., the organizer of this tournament. So, Sir Carlo, yeah, so one of the most fundamental questions that I'd like to ask is, why host your own tournament outside of time zones authorization?
Ginawa ko itong tournament na to para makita ko talaga kung sino yung mga players na gusto talaga itong laro to, na hindi na nagsasawa. Kumbaga hanggang sa pagtanda nila po sila maglaro.
I see. So, ano kaya yung mga special features ng tournament na to compared to the last one hosted around nung second quarter this year?
So actually first time na magpa-event ng ganito. So ayun lang, siguro sa amin or sa Akuma or Spartans sa ganitong kalaro, cash prize mismo na mananalo sa first second and third. Then trophies, then may special award din kami.
Special awards din.
Three special awards.
Hopefully wala naman sa prize package yung mga parang Skittles o perfume kagaya.
Wala. Siguro pag mga mamaya may iabot na rin siguro ako mga coffee na rin.
Mga coffee.
Yun lang, coffee na. Wala na.
Starbucks ba?
Sure, Starbucks yun.
Alright. So thank you very much, Sir Carlo, and we look forward to see a wonderful tournament.
Thank you.
Alright, now with me is JC Jacinto. He's not part of any team right now, so the team considers him as a freelance player. So we're gonna ask him a few questions. JC, so how did you hear word of this tournament?
I just heard it by the internet in Facebook official team battle from Carlo Abellano Jr.
Okay, so and what got you interested in joining this tournament?
Just for fun.
Just for fun. All right. So I noticed earlier during the practice sessions you are using the MMC Evo 9, right?
Yeah.
All right. So why did you choose that as your battle car for the tournament?
Because for the other side, sold my Bana passport, so that's the only car I'm using for now.
Do you at least have an overview of the goods and bads of the Evo 9 that will give you the advantage?
I think so.
Alright, and lastly, what would be your battle strategy for this tournament?
Just focus and that's all. Focus.
Alright, so thank you very much for your time. Right now we have here Jerome Pautors, aka JPT26 of Team MRS. So give us a background at least, a bit of what Team MRS is about.
Primarily, we're a team from Robinson's Place, Manila, and we usually play for only for fun and for gatherings with the other members, and only when tournaments come up and we have time we participate, like now.
All right. Any estimate on how big the team is in general?
The team's been around since I think 2009. I'm not sure. I've only been in the team for less than a year. And most of the members are inactive now since they've been playing for a long time, and only a few of us that are active playing over at Robinson's Ermita.
If I'm right, most of your Team Pioneer members are legit SSS owners?
Yes, most of them. And I think you know who they are, right?
Yeah, some, I guess one of them is NMAC, Iku.
They've built their cars into SSS from
Rumors, questions. Since Jekyll is the most popular one among the community, among MRS members, is this Evo legit?
I don't know. I never actually asked him. I know he means an Evo, but I've never really asked him if it was legit.
Time to put the polls, people, if it's legit or not. I'm just kidding.
You might want to ask him yourself, though.
Later, he's still practicing. So, what would be your assumed team strategy for this 2v2 tournament?
I think you just adjust to the situations. We never really planned anything specific to follow since battles can go a lot of ways. So
Yeah,
I think it's just adjust to our positions, the situations in the battle.
Alright, and on behalf of everyone, we'll wish you the best.
Thank you.
And right now, I'm here with one of Team Spartans members, Toji Gruen. If I'm right, Sir Toji, or, well, I know you're normally called as Enlil among the team members, so mind if I call you Enlil? Sure. So, Sir Enlil, is it right that Team Spartans is a sub-branch of Team Akuma?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so can you give us a quick history of what Team Spartans is other than being a sub-branch?
Actually, Team Spartans is a special group under Akuma where we're affiliated with a sponsoring company, the company called In Global. So they're actually a business, a side business running, and just that one of the groups in that company is called Spartans, and we're a member of that group.
I see. So also pretty much Team Akuma has gone a long way already now having legitimate sponsors.
Yes.
All right. Congratulations to you guys on that part. And okay, so right now, how many members of Team Spartans are here for the tournament?
Right now, just only 4 members are taking part.
Okay. And let's see. So who happens to be your team leader among the Spartan subgroup?
Actually, it's Carlo. It's still Carlo itself.
Still Carlo. But does he still hold Team Akuma as the
Yes.
team leader? Alright, good to know. Alright, so what do you think would be your team strategy for this one? Since I heard it's a 2v2.
Well, I believe it's a tag team. It will be a tag team style play. So we're only one of we're the 2 members will focus more on just keeping each other ahead.
Alright, so one of you will be the defense, one will be the offense. Alright, so with that, I hope to wish you the best, and hopefully we see some really good battles ahead of us.
You sure took your time, didn't you? Hi, I'm a journalist. That's what I do. Unlike you who sits in your office all day playing Gran Turismo and Mario Kart. Yo, don't you diss Mario Kart! Bowser's the best rammer and Princess Peach has the best mobility! There are around 32 players in all, and they are subdivided into 16 pairs. 8 pairs on one side and another 8 on the other. The following teams are MRS, Toys, SR Tribe, Akuma, Spartans, Teamless, and a couple of no-team players classified as freelancers. 2 pairs will face each other in a 3-round race. The pair with the highest number of points advances to the next round. The advancing pairs will go to the quarterfinals, then the semis, then the grand finals. 8 pairs per side, huh? Like an East-West thing? What is this, the NBA? Oh, looks like they're starting. Who's up first? According to the list, 3 Evos and an RX-8, huh? A bit unfair for the RX-8, don't you think? You're just mad Rotaries aren't as demanding as Evos. I wouldn't bet on that, Rai. Sure, the Evo's laden, but you have to consider one thing. The balancing system of the Rice, and that RX-8 ain't too far from the leading E9. Regardless, the odd one out's bound to lose. You were saying? Can it 4 eyes? I'm impressed though by MRS's mode of attack. That I'll agree with you. The Jikatsu E9's willing to throw off the lead just to block the Ray E9. He's making sure that the MRS E9 builds the gap as far as possible to secure the win this early. Yeah, taking the race to Yasu seems to put it in MRS's favor. Just look at that E9 cleanly slides around the hairpin. Yeah, and at 830 HP to boot. They don't seem to care about the understeer at all. Well, the secret to it is to turn early and prepare for a countersteer right after the apex. Well, looks like you're out of order as much as the same guy sharing your nickname. One more word out of you, and... What you did with this bet, huh? Scoring a 1-2 finish without any problems on the final kilometer says a lot about their team strategy. These Evo 9s are well armed, and skilled too. Well, whoever does place first has the upper hand after all. Who's on the second set? A couple of freelancers under the names Maria and MMC against Team Toys. Again? It's either these Evos are so overrated or Seiji has a pretty big fan base with dedicated followers. I thought you're complaining about Toys coming in again on the second set. Regardless, I won't bet on that. Though this MMC E9 did lose some ground early on. He got right behind his teammate in the nick of time though, securing a truck slam and jabby. A bit too early on the offensive, no?
Nah, hardly. Notice Jabby's gap increase. Names on the other hand seems to be bold enough to enter with an E10. Saiji did say that the E10 is inferior to the E9 overall.
You think Jabby has a chance of recovering? Being an FD user and all, I mean.
They're still above 10 kilometers. It's too early to bet on things yet.
The Freelancers seem to have the biggest disadvantage, right?
Yeah. The only time they could organize their strategy is while waiting for the next turn. The disadvantage of that was they'll be losing info they'll need from their other rivals.
Jabby seems to have recovered enough, though it meant him and Neem switching roles.
Yeah, but that's hardly enough. Maria had a secure shot with a huge enough gap to prevent any pressure while MMC stays on the defensive. Guess as long as one is at least experienced in blocking, surviving this early would be, well, achievable, I guess. You seem awfully silent. Know who's gonna win?
Just because I see kids with rotaries against bigger dudes also in rotaries doesn't mean it's an easy verdict. I'm just not into rotaries unlike you. I'll listen in on your analysis.
If you say so. Ming's FD skills might need some work, especially in recovery. By the look of Ray's FD alone, he's well vexed with it. But the same goes for Mark.
So you're assuming Mark's gonna win?
Craig's timing in the offensive block is not commendable though. It was too early and was on Mark's lower half. He can still pull out and Mark can still counter it. He could have won on the home straight, but he left too big of a space to let Mark through on the glass corner.
And that bus stop was an easy 1-2 win by Mark. Another set of Evos?
Implying that the maroon one is an Evo.
A 7-gear Evo? First time I heard of it.
Again, that's not an Evo! Speaking of Evos though, Shom C8 is giving off a strong aura. It's not just the CT230 inspired kit.
That E8 is the strongest I've seen so far.
You think so too, huh?
They make a good pair. That E8 and that unknown Evo.
For the last time, Yamazaki! That is not an Evo!
So what is it then? A Galant?
Not even close!
It's got 4 doors, and the styling is similar to a Lancer. It's gotta be an Evo!
Ugh, never mind. Whichever case, they still advance.
That Fuga has better acceleration than the E8 though, spec-wise.
I'm gonna kill you for that, Ray.
What is it? The WRX. Isn't that the semi-finalist from the tournament featured by the Drive Show?
Drive Go-Go, you mean? Yeah, that is Rockstar after all. The one freelancer who got into the semis last time.
By the movements of his WRX, he seems totally off today.
After getting planted to a truck and then onto a Yaesu, you mean?
Not only that, he's up against another tough E9. And that Zed's angled arrow kit. I think you know the strategy.
A split-up tactic, you mean?
The E9 can take on the WRX no problem. To ensure that happens, Zed traps the S15 far out back. As long as that E9 leads, SR Tribe passes through to the next round.
I have bad vibes to that E9. It's a rough tactic, but they're no doubt strong. Both this Evo and the Zed. They're as strong as the first set's E9.
Finally, an R33 leading!
You seem to be happy. Is it because the R's leading most of the race?
Not just that. The name of the R is the favorite anime character of my fiancé.
Never knew you're into this stuff.
Fairy Tale's Urza Scarlet. Urza S. Ha! No doubt that is based on Urza. The name alone makes this R33 strong.
Okay, you're starting to creep me out, right?
I can't guarantee that they'll win with the C33 out of commission, but I'm positive they'll advance to the next round.
The R33 had his hands full with the 34 in the Evo. The last block must have taken its toll on him to veer off to the outside like that.
Ha! See, I told you they'll advance!
Well, I'll be. Note to self. Gonna hit the porn magazines to get that image of Raymond and Urza Scarlet's body off my head. Also, remove all traces of anime talk with Raymond. For life.
The FD's team will win. Why do you say that? Because only girl racer in the event. Even if the FD loses her lead,
They'll win because the Evo got her back.
and the Evo 8,
Can't be bothered.
why?
That's why.
Well, that's that, huh? So we're on the last set?
The last set is the final pair of SR Tribe against the final pair of Team Akuma.
And the players?
For SR Tribe, it's Rockstar RX-8 and Speed Z34. It's sort of like a mixed combination of previous SR Tribe teams.
And for Akuma, there's a team branded FD named Akuma. I think I heard of him.
Is the pilot a kid?
Yeah. Is he the one?
He's the last of the younger members who mains an FD.
That's him, alright.
What about it?
Sakura raced with him in the previous tournament. Got eliminated at first set because of her. Sakura said that he's good, and he has a well-known ace card on the sleeve. And the other driver?
Onin's R35.
SR Tribe is finished.
There's no way he'll get past this 35.
He's the only 35 driver I know who could take on C1 with such a dangerous setup, and with ease.
Not even an FD could stand a chance against his caliber.
The only one staying with him is his teammate.
He must have memorized how Onin's runs 35 to be able to keep up with him. The other two are having a hard time. If it weren't for the boost, they're done for.
But that's impossible! Though we just saw a race against teammates.
That R35 is scary. Not even an FD is a match to that 35.
No, Kazu. No FD's a match to the 35. Make that. No one's a match to that 35.